All right, y'all. We're gonna read. This is from Deuteronomy chapter 8:28. I'm not sure if I did this before. We're gonna do it again. This is the blessings of those that be obedient. It says, "And it shall come to pass, if thou wilt listen diligently unto the voice of thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations, and all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt listen unto the voice of thy God, the Lord thy God. Blessed shall thou be in the city, and blessed shall thou be in the field. Blessed shall be the fruit of thy body, and blessed shall be the fruit of thy ground, and the fruit of thy cattle, the increase of thy kin, and the flocks of thy sheep. Blessed shall be thy basket and thy storehouse. Blessed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and blessed shalt thou be when thou goest out." Now look, I'm gonna stop right here real quick. Now people be trying to make it seem like money is not spiritual. Money is definitely spiritual. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand why people be acting like why that look funny looking through my. It look unrealistic. I'm looking at the words through the camera, but anyway. People be thinking that if you on righteousness side you supposed to be poor. That's bull crap, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because let me think about it. Why should the unrighteous be living large? You see what I'm saying? Because you this just look at the world. You know what I'm saying? You got the most wickedest people, that's doing all types of piece of gates and human trafficking and stuff like that. These people are living their most abundant life. They got beach. They got private beaches. They put their feet in the water, and you can see clear blue, water, and you can see your toes in the water. You know what I'm saying? But then you out here, go to New Jersey, out here into them beaches, Atlantic City and wherever you at in New York or whatever, and you go to them beaches and the water all dirty and stuff. I mean, so you got to get out. You got to get that out your head. You know what I mean? Get that out your head. You supposed to be blessed. You supposed to be rich. You know what I'm saying? Then you talk to dumb people and be like, "I don't want to be rich." Shut up. Yes, you do. You just being in denial. That's like saying you don't want a body like Lex Luger. Every man know dang on what he would love to have a body like Lex Luger back in his prime. You know what I mean? You just capping. Dang on well you just don't want to put in the work to get it, or should I say but let's just say if it ain't had nothing to do with no steroids and nothing like that. Just look at life like a video game. If you could just select a character that you want to play, like Street Fighter or something. You know what I'm saying? You select Kai over Ryu or Gaio or somebody, you know what I mean? Blanca. You know what I'm saying? They all have muscles and ripped up. You know what I'm saying? Dang well, if we had a choice, you know what I'm saying, you wouldn't choose to be a 5'1" skinny guy. You would choose to be something big and strong and dominate. You know what I'm saying? Something ferocious, you know what I'm saying? So let's cut the crap. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody choosing to be poor now. If you had a choice, you would choose to be rich. So this right here, this is Deuteronomy 28. And this is right here, it comes with the blessings of being obedient. So this right here shows you, you know what I'm saying, if you're obedient, you know what I'm saying, and if you're working with your magic and stuff, you know what I'm saying, you can be blessed. Because remember, the universe don't give a damn whether you really righteous or unrighteous. You know what I'm saying? It's all about polarities. You know what I'm saying? Like the sun shines on wicked people every day. Okay? Good things happen to wicked people every day. Okay? And bad things happen to good people. So if you look at that situation, you know what I'm saying? Like some knuckleheads will come do a drive-by shooting at the knuckleheads on the corner, and a stray bullet hit a child that ain't had nothing to do with it. So you may say, well, where was God at? Exactly. God was up there eating Cheetos. He ain't paying y'all no mind. See what I'm saying? So every day let you know that life ain't fair. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, in this world, you know what I'm saying, you gotta become an alchemist. You gotta create your own reality. You know what I'm saying? You think the universe care if you're a good person or a bad person? At the end of the day, it really don't. It really don't. You know what I'm saying? I know people that's an asshole and they hit the lottery. You know what I'm saying? And then you got churchgoers struggling. You know what I'm saying? Catching the bus to church. You see what I'm saying? So, This thing called life is weird. You know what I'm saying? So don't be, don't be thinking that you know, that just because you know, you're a good person, good things gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? It don't work that way. You know what I mean? You got to put in the work, and that's spiritual work. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna have to work with entities to get what you want down here. Okay? You're gonna have to. All right. But this right here lets you know that, if you are obedient, if you putting in the work, you shall be blessed. You know what I'm saying? So let me continue to read. Where we at right here? Where we at? It says, blessed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and blessed shalt thou be when thou goest out. The Lord shall cause, this part right here. I'm gonna stop right here though. It says, the Lord shall cause thy enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face. You can put whatever word you want. If you want to put jacked up, fucked up, killed, whatever, put a boot up your ass, whatever word you want to put there. You know what I'm saying? I change the words around. You know what I'm saying? The Lord shall cause thy gang stalkers that rise up against thee to be beat the hell up before thy face. Now look, notice it says before thy face, meaning you're going to witness it. They shall come out against thee one way and flee before thee 7 ways. That's right. You know what I'm saying? So when you walking with the universe, and you walking with Gaia, and you align with the frequency, then you shall reap the blessings. You see what I'm saying? You shall reap the blessings, and these people, these foes that rise up against you, they're going to get it. They're going to get it. They're going to get the boot of the behind. The Lord shall command the blessings upon command the blessings upon thee in thy storehouse, and in all that thou settest thine hand unto, and shall bless thee in the land which the Lord thy God giveth. You see what I'm saying? So in other words, whatever you settest thy hand to, in other words, whatever you touch shall turn to gold. The Lord shall establish thee in holy people unto himself, as he has sworn unto thee, if thou shalt keep the commandments of the Lord thy God and walk in his ways. Meaning what? Walk righteously. Not religiously, righteously. And all the people of the earth shall see that thou art called by the name of the Lord, and thou shalt be afraid of thee. They're going to fear. You know what I'm saying? We're going to make these gang stalkers afraid. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm putting all types of juju on your monkey ass. And the Lord shall make thee plenteous in goods, in the fruit of thy body, the fruit of thy cattle, the fruit of the ground, the land which the Lord sware unto the fathers to give thee. The Lord shall open unto thee his good treasure, the heaven, to give the rain unto thy land in his season, and to bless all the work of thine hand. And thou shalt lend unto many nations, and thou shalt not borrow. You ain't gonna need to borrow nothing. You be giving out money. You got so much money. Here you go, bot. I'm gonna give you how much they charging you? How much they paying you to stalk me? Here you go, bot. I'm gonna give you double. Get the hell up out of here before I put my boot up your ass. And the Lord shall make thee the head and not the tail. And thou shalt be above only, and thou shalt not be beneath. And if thou listen unto the commandments of the Lord thy God, which I command thee this day to observe and to do them. And thou shalt not go aside from any of the words which I command thee this day, to go out there and serve other gods. What do it mean when he said go out there to serve other gods? What did that mean? Because anything could be a god, right? What did that mean? We're talking about serve other gods like idolatry and stuff. We talking about materialistic stuff. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people out here, it's just too, it's good to have things. It's good to have, you want cars and houses and stuff, land, stuff like that. But people worship. You ain't supposed to worship those things. These things are just materialistic things just to get you by. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But right here, this is the part right here when it says curse of obedience. You see what I'm saying? Now this is a whole nother chapter right here. You know what I'm saying? This is for the disobedient ones that don't do it. They're the ones that's gonna be wiped out. I'm not even gonna go there. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, y'all. DB Gang Stalk Simulation. You already know it's the best channel on YouTube. Player.